Oh. Hello. How are you? Everything hurts. I went hiking. Don't ever go hiking. Don't ever do any exercise ever. Just stay at home and program. This is a lesson I've learned once again. I learn it every day. And alas, here I sit. I sits and fits. Oh, I just realized I need to go get my laundry. Why did I start streaming? I have to go get my laundry. Does this even have... This should work. I think I refreshed the token with this, so the Twitch API should work. Am I even streaming? Cool, I am. All right, sick. Nice. All right, amazing. Next question. Did I get the Twitch notification on Discord to work? Let's see. Because I didn't receive a notification yet, but I feel like it's been 1 minute. Oh? Oh? Oh! Okay. All right, cool. That's good enough. All right, that works. Because I have to do the thing I said I was going to do, which is start doing custom thumbnails. Because if you don't, the preview thumbnail is going to be just a blank thing. And then you have like a whole channel of just blank thumbnails that look terrible. Nuh-uh. I don't like that. Okay, so, let's see. So, for Silly Script, I am very close to implementing the custom syntax feature. I just need to implement a crazy bunch of different stuff I've been too lazy to handle before. One of those things being static typing. Hello, Clerk Like a Cat. How you doing? I'm almost done with typing, actually, despite what the title of the Twitch stream might imply. But there is one change I have to do, which is I need to add a callable type that this call typed abstract syntax tree representation will convert to its return type of. Does that make sense? It doesn't, but that's fine. So basically, I just need to go here and add like callable, and then of course this is a type that represents any sort of thing that you can call, which eventually is going to be two things: definitions and functions. Definitions being basically aliases for preset dictionaries or arrays, and then functions being actual functions that run some sort of processing. Okay, so for a callable, all that really matters is the arguments. I mean, I guess I need to have it so the arguments have names, because named argument passing is supported, and by extension should be supported by anonymous callables, which I hate, but I mean, it is. Like, how would you even write out a callable that has named arguments? You can't, can you? I mean, you could. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. This song always fucks me up. All right, but yes, no problemo. Well, let's think about the syntax here for a second, because this needs to be decided now. For a custom callable, is that even something you can describe in the language? Because that's also a factor. I could just have it so there is a callable type, but there's no way to represent callables or use them in the language itself, which would be perfectly acceptable. And I think for now that might be the answer. I'm trying to think of a circumstance that I personally use a passable callable object. I don't think there is. So I think I'm just not going to worry about it. I think I'm going to have arguments which have names, but you yourself can't really use this as a feature in the language. And so for that, let me go to here and see what it's like for a typed def. Can I control click that? Of course I cannot control click that. Why would I be able to? A def typer, arguments, and then return. I mean, that's all I really need, right? Arguments and return type. Oh, I guess that's a bit loud there. Let me turn that to 12. Okay, there we go. All right, so just need these two. Do I even care about the position? Because for these I don't use position, so why should I use it for anything else? Oh, I just realized Clerk Like a Cat sent a message, and it didn't generate a goober. Oh. Twitch, why are you doing this to me? Twitch. Well, I'm gonna type A. What is that? Is that going to drop a goober? It won't. It won't. Okay. The one gimmick of my whole thing doesn't work because I used gift. Why did I use gift? Oh, my life is hell. How much time would I have saved had I just used Twitcher instead of gift? Oh well. I have arguments, so that's going to be an array of, does it need to be positioned? Does it really need to be positioned? I don't think it does. I don't think I need any. Well. There are going to be errors with these, but I don't know. That's hard. Maybe Callable shouldn't even have this. Maybe Callable should have a reference to a def type instead of this. Because why not? I think that'd make things a bit less repetitive in here. So I could just pass it a type def and then have a Callable enum. So let me try that instead. Enum, Callable, AST, and then that's going to have just def for now. And then type def. And then this is going to be a callable AST. And there you go. And that's all you have to do. And that is a-okay. So with this, I can represent defs. So for that, I'd go down here and do not this, but instead I'd return a kind callable of type def, nullable, false, roll, null. Okay, so for these three things, hello, Moonside, how's it going? How are you doing today? Ooh. Been having a week. I know you've been having some struggles with stuff, but I hope the weekend's been treating you well. I went hiking today and everything hurts, and that's it. But you know, I almost didn't stream, but I did. Cause I can't. I had the ability to, and so I did. So I did. The end. The end. That's, I mean, what else is there to say? But the end. So now call. If called, see, here's an issue though. So if I call on something that isn't a callable, then what should I return here? Because this doesn't have an error returning capability. Wait, no. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, from typed AST. Which makes sense. You should be able to have issues with typing the AST. I just don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll worry about that later. Why your body hurts? Did I not? Oh, because of the fuck. I'm like Twitch notification. Because I went hiking, Photogenic. I went hiking, and I hated it. How's it going for you? What is going on with your day-to-day shenanigans? Yep. Hiking, Paul. Don't ever Paul hiking. We got lost. It was a whole thing. One of the people in our group said they did this trail before, and so we trusted them. And then we go to the trail, and we walk around. Like, oh, okay, this part seems familiar. We must be looping back right at this point. And we walk, and eventually I'm like, okay, something's not right here. And I whip out we didn't take a picture of the map. We didn't have access to a map, but the friend posted a picture of the name of the place that happened to have a map in it like weeks ago. And I tracked that picture down and looked at the map and saw that our trail, which was a blue color, Well, we could tell it was a blue trail because it had like all the blue markers on the trees. That trail did not loop. It just went in a straight line forever. So I'm like, hey guys, hey. I couldn't help but notice. We've been walking in a straight. We're not looping. We have to turn back here, and it was very painful because it felt, you know, what we thought was the end of the trail was actually just the halfway point, and it was. I believe it ended at like 7 mile walk, which I guess, you know, doesn't sound that bad, but it hurts. It's a rocky location. Directionless group. Yeah, we could have planned better. Alas, who wants to do that? Not me. But land on the sun in Outer Wilds. Oh, nice. I don't know anything about Outer Wilds. It sounds like it's one of those games where I've heard the name and nothing else. But don't tell me too much about it, because I want to play it eventually spoilerless. So, yeah, I guess you land on the sun at some point. Wild shit. Okay, def. Okay, so if this is a def, we know that it's a type def, and the call is going to return the return type, which is going to be this value right here. Okay. I'm sorry to say, I think I'm gonna have to allow errors to be returned here because how else do I put it? Is this C#? Hello, the triangle. No, this is Haxe. This is the Haxe, H-A-X-E. It's actually in the tags right now. The Haxe programming language. It's my favorite language, except for some other ones. I like it because it's very meta-programming. You got macros and shit. It's very similar to C#. I like to think of it as like the power of C# with the syntax of more so like JavaScript, because that's like that's like a function keyword. Like this is more of like a JavaScript style of typing and keywords and such. And you can also do like things like you know, inline objects. But the gimmick of Haxe is that compiles to like a collection of different languages like C++, Python, JavaScript, Lua, C#, Java, some other 2 ones I can't be bothered to remember. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I use it for a lot of things. I'm not cool enough to be Goober. Wait, what the hell? Wait, why is Triangle the only Goober? Okay. Looks like a cat came in. And spoke, and a Goober didn't appear, so I just figured it wasn't going to work at all. But I guess Triangle has a Goober. Is there an error in the console? What is going on right now? There's nothing. Wait, debugger 74? Is this anything different? No, it's just the typical fucking spout shit. Oh. Guys, I'm sorry. I have to rewrite the whole thing in a different thing, so that's more stable than the current thing I'm using. It's a whole thing. I haven't got around to it. I just want to finish my language first. I just want to write my language. Is that too much to ask for? I don't know why. How do you piss up? You just lay down and aim up. Photogenic. I'm the only one allowed, and I'm pissing this place. It be. Stand back and be amazed. Should I add that as a redeem? Is that TOS, you think? Do you think I'll be allowed to have that? I'm thirsty. I need a water bottle. Give me a second. Just give me 1 second. Oh. Okay. Well, no one's saying it's not coming down. They're just saying it goes up. Oh my god, I'm so hydrated right now. Oh, Moonside, my internet is bad right now. Sag, oh no, Moonside. Yeah, it's okay. I'm sure. Just set me to 140p. You know, there's not much to see on my screen anyway. The goobers aren't working. It's a raw just code stream today. There's nothing interesting is gonna happen. I promise you. Rip indeed. Okay. Denying gravity moment. Think. Oh, that's right. I was adding errors to this function. Okay, here's how I add an error to a function. You type its result. And then, oh, I'm gonna take another sip actually. This is so good. Dihydrogen monoxide moment. Oh, it's my favorite. Typer error. Okay, so now everything needs to be wrapped in success because that's what gives you the result. So success. Actually, what I should probably do is just have it return from the switch, and then I can do, or I can just do return success here, and then I don't have to repeat too much. Hopefully. H2O, amazing. Thank you. Yes. And then, case not this, I return error of value. And what's this error going to be? This is going to be cannot call, I don't know, just cannot call whatever type is passed. And so we'll put in the type here and then silly type. There we go. And then value is cannot call, and then the type is called AST, which is, oh frick. I guess I need to turn this into a type too. That's still an AST. So from typed AST, so we'll get the type there. Type equals this, called, I got me some cheese puffs and milk instead. Ooh, so it's just milk twice. Or cheese twice if you think about it. Because you just, you know. You do indeed know. Boom, 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 boom. Old cheese and exactly. Thank you. Yes, of course. Cannot call. What's the position of this error? Do I have positional data? I do, because this should have positional data. It doesn't have positional data. Okay, so I need to pass this as positioned. And then I can do this dot value, and then typed AST dot position. Okay, so now we have an error there. So that's cool. And the final one gets to be custom syntax, which for now I think is always just going to be a dictionary. So let me just return that for now. So a dictionary is going to look like these. Oh wait, this is actually not correct. This is the internal type of the list. So this should be final inner type equals that. And then this returns kind list inner type. Nullable false roll null. Okay, there we go. And then same thing here. Okay. And then for this one, we then return, that's gonna be dictionary. Come on, just let me type dictionary, kind any, nullable false, roll null. Sir, do you have any forbidden char types for your custom syntax system? No. Every character should be supported. So give me a character and I'll test it. How's that? But as far as I know, they're all supported. Every character should work. Hypothetically. Who knows if it actually works? Who knows there's some weird niche case. If, you know, I could handle it. Why is this erroring me? Ooh. Bow. Oh, it's this song. Is this erroring me? Give me a break. For function argument, the void should be silly script for function argument data. What? What does it mean by that? Oh goodness, why? Okay, wait, inner type should be a silly type. Is that what I need to document? Okay, that's it. Sometimes I just need to type things in hacks and then it's okay. UTF-38 or UTF-32? UTF-32. Look, if it's not supported in my text editor, then how can I really test it? UTF-32 is a Unicode encoding scheme that uses a fixed length of 32 bits. Oh, does that just mean... Oh, you're just asking if it supports that that set of characters. I mean, give me a UTF-32 character. Example of UTF-32 character. So, someone gonna have one? Like an emote, I'm pretty sure falls on a UTF-8. So I don't know what the fuck is even a UTF-32. But... I don't know. If you have to find me one. You go for a squiggly? What does that mean? One of these? This squiggly? That's a squiggly. Or also, I consider these squiggly brackets. But both of these will easily work. I don't think that's much of a challenge. What's happening here? Typed AST should be positioned. Typed AST. Okay, easy. There, fixed. What's happening here? Should be null. Wait, whoa. Silly type. Oh, this is a result. Oh, that's right. I need to handle. Oh, good. Everything has to be so hard, doesn't it? Nothing can be easy. Just nothing can be easy. Okay. Okay. Type, and that returns type. Case error error E. Okay. Actually do this one. Looks like a butt. All right. Now, to be fair, my thing isn't ready yet, so we're just going to have to place this here for now. But I will not forget. At some point in the stream, we will use dabat for custom syntax. Where were we left off? Oop. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Here we are. And this needs to return. Return error. Okay. And then we have to do the same thing over here. What is this? Why is this having issues? Why are you fighting me? Is it because it's a typed def? Void should be callable as... What the hell? Oh, what is this? Typed def. Yeah, import that. And then this is going to have issues, but we fixed that by doing this. Switch that. Item value. Type AST. Okay, this needs to be that. And then we're good to go. And then def identifier is still having issues. Void should be silly type for blah, 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 blah. Okay. T silly type equals this. Return T. Type def. Position type def should be callable AST. Why? Oh, because this says it's callable AST. Oh, this needs to be def. Oh, that makes sense. By the way, UTF-32 is just all written language documented. Is this all written language? What does that mean, Photogenic? Is this all written language documented? I don't understand. Does that mean all the UTF-32 characters, like, consist of all possible characters in all written languages? But why does UTF-32... But for you to say that means that UTF-16 was not enough. But 16 bits stores a lot of possibilities. Max size of 16-bit int is 65,535. So I guess there's more than 65,535 characters? How many written language characters are there? There's approximately 293 writing systems. All right. Okay. Japanese can have over 40,000 What? Google AI, I don't know if that's correct. How many kanji are there? There are tens of thousands of kanji with comprehensive dictionaries containing over 50,000. Okay, so that would probably take up a lot of that 65,000. What a ridiculously horrible language. You know, if you always talk about what programming languages are good or bad, let me tell you about one of the worstly designed languages in all of spoken language. I guess written. Yeah, same with because they use the same alphabet or characters or whatever. I don't know. It's horrible. Who came up with this? What a stupid idea. Anyway, yes. There, I said it. Mid. I'd rather you see than ever speak Japanese. Why isn't this working? Oh, because it's positioned. Sick. Let's make that value. And then type kind should be result. What? Oh, because this needs to be success. Oh, I guess this needs to be this needs to be this, essentially. That's called AST in there. Okay. There we go, and that's gonna work. Because of course it's going to work. Right? You're gonna work now. Type kind should be this needs to just be dot kind. Okay. Oh, this is static day. They have a similar style of writing with an added on to a base structure. Interesting. I'm not sure what that means. But yes, I'm adding typing to my language, which I haven't done yet. It's very much a not interesting aspect. It's very boring. I don't like it. This is just normal type def. Let's get rid of that value. Then what's the issue here? Should be typer error. Is cannot call not a typer error? Value on. I don't think I have typer error import. That could be an issue. Import typer error. There we go. And that should get rid of that error, or we'll just leave it there. Yeah, that's cool. That's actually what I wanted. Okay, well, what about if I do TE typer error equals this? What's the error now? Oh, then I need to do that to do. Are you making it into a required specification, or are you defaulting to a specific type? Are you making it into a required specification, or are you defaulting to a specific? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Photogenic. You'll have to elaborate, because I am quite confused at what you are saying to me. Should be. What is why is this whole thing shouldn't be highlighted? Why is it fighting me? Why? Like the whole variable shouldn't be highlighted if there's an error with just the object. Value position should be typer error. No, it shouldn't. Should it? Is it? There's no way result doesn't. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's right. Wait. Oh, crap. Positioned result. Oh, whoops. Okay, well, now this should be positioned. And then that should fix everything. Like, do I have to specifically, do I have to specify the dict is static, or is it automatically assigned a type? Oh. I'm not sure yet. At the current moment, you do have to specify a return type for these things. But yeah. But I mean, that's all you have to, because there's no variables in this language, so it's not really that tedious to do, because it's only for the declarations of definitions or the functions. So yeah. Right. So yes, I guess it is. You have to have a required specification, because otherwise it's a hell. I don't want to have to infer stuff. That's a whole nother level. That's so unnecessary. That's so extra. And for what? And for what purpose? For what purpose? Callable is equal. What about this? Okay. I don't know. Switch other? And then case callable. Other callable. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Other type def. Inference is funky. If you built it into the custom lint, then it'll be 2 birds with 1 stone. 1 large unwieldy stone. Yeah, but I mean, it's not that hard. Because you have to figure out what the return type is anyway to verify whether the function returns properly. It's just a matter of before you, if you want to type a function's call expression before you've parsed the expression itself, that's when shit gets hard. That's when you don't want to do that. And that's when you start living in hell. And so I will not do that. Bite me. Bite me. I believe these have IDs, right? Yeah, okay, I can just compare the IDs. Oh, all right. ID equals ID. And then case, false. All right, cool. There we go. All right, that was that. Am I done? What was I doing all this for? I forgot. I needed a from typed AST function for this. So what's in this? I get the type here for the custom syntax. So typed, oh God, this is, okay, so this is where, oh, I remember this now. So for here, this is where I have to take all the quote unquote candidates for the custom syntax and you whittle it down to 1 based on typing. And if I can't find it, I have to throw an error for that. So cool. Cool. 1 large and unwieldy stone. I'd rather not fight the man who's been on a long height TM. Yeah, me neither. They sound scary. Thankfully, I don't have to fight anyone. I was kind of hoping I'd see a bear today, though. How cool would it be to just fight a bear and win? You know? I think I could take a bear pretty easily. Right? You guys think I can take and beat a bear? I've encountered bears. Oh shit! How was? Oh, sure. They nice goobers. Yeah, I've seen videos of bears, and they seem more scared of us. So it's like, I feel like if a bear is on your hiking trail, you just go like, a booga 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 booga, and you just start charging it, and then, you know, you're gonna get all spooked, and they'll run away. Anyway, that's a strategy. But if not, if that doesn't work, and they start charging you too, then the secret strategy is you want to go for the critical hits every turn. Make sure you hit your AoEs. Make sure you hit your fucking quick time events, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. As long as you got like 3 other people there. It's like the gorilla thing where it's like, you know, 100 people versus 1 gorilla, and then you break it down. It's like, oh yeah, you actually like beat a gorilla in less than 10 people. Same with a bear. As long as you have like 3 people, you can take down a bear. Or is a bear harder than a gorilla? I mean, is a bear easier because of its intelligence? Like, or lack of intelligence? Bear, oh, you want to go for the nose? Yes, that too. Bears have more mass than gorillas. Yeah. Okay, so I guess a bear would be harder than a gorilla. Maybe. Okay, maybe you probably need a bit more. That's the thing, right? That's what's so funny about that is, well, you know what has even more mass than a bear is a fucking mammoth. And humans were able to take down mammoths no problems. So you know, it really destroys the whole question at that point. I'm gonna crush my water bottle. Okay. Mammoths are herbivores, though. Yeah, but fucking... Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I guess. I guess bears are, like, do have to use their stuff to kill animals, to consume them. So those are all compelling arguments towards why I might not be able to take on a bear, but have you considered? I just will fucking nail the strength roll, and it'll all be okay. I'll get a nat 20 and just go and knock it out in 1 punch. Yeah, but running them off of cliffs, we're the clever species, not the tough. Oh! I forgot that's how it happened. Nat 20 and flip it on its head over heels. Yeah, exactly. You just grab it by its claw so it can't swing at you. And then just like go start spinning so the momentum flies off its feet and then you throw it. Fucking Mario ass back throw. You know what I mean? So long, Gay Bowser. Defeat. Okay. I need to do this. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna return for now. Case success. Give me the type. Case error E. Return error E. Okay, there we go. Knock it into a tree. Or get a tree and knock the tree into it. You know what I mean? Just like pull out the whole tree and swing it like a bat. True. Okay, so to do add error if this is not a successful typing. Okay, and then I get the type from this. What for what purpose did I do all of this? So I get all the typed expressions from all the expressions. Okay. And this includes what? What information do I need from this? I have the typed expression, which is the abstract syntax tree, and then I have the type itself. Okay. I should probably write that here. Typed AST. Boom. Okay, so I have all that. We got all of that. And now that I have both the typed expression and the type of the typed expression, now we have to use these candidates down here. Oh my god, there's so much code I have to think about. So we go through each candidate. Oh. Did I do this already? Candidate's desired type can receive type. Did I do this? Typed expressions. Is this used? It is. So I get the typed expression. Egg. Where's this egg coming from? You really do pseudocode. You really should do pseudocode. No, yeah, probably, but also, you know, I'm Ascend. I'm better. I can just my pseudocode is just my code if you think about it. So what do you think about that? Can receive type. So I don't really need this because this is always going to be true. I think. Maybe I should put true here instead of just data. So we'll put true there. I think this could be done. Okay, ignore all these to-dos here, but I think this is mostly done. And then, so candidate. And what I'm looking for are the expressions, which is an array of key and positioned typed AST. And have I generated that yet? I don't think I have. But here it is. Key and value, identified expressions, which is being set up right here. Which means, my good Watson, I just need to get it. So, expressions equals this dot get candidate. And then stick that in here. And then we're done. This didn't work. What is this? Custom syntax ID. Is this not a custom syntax ID? What is this? No, this is the object itself. Okay. Okay, but surely this object has its ID on it. Dot ID. There it is. Okay. Okay. Now we have expressions. Oh, all right. Okay. Let's run this. I don't know what's going to happen. Just say okay. Just say success. Just say that and we can move on with our lives. And I don't have to think about this language ever again. Or you just stall and hang there. Or third option. You could give me a very reasonable error for something I forgot to do, which, you know, is totally fair. Typer error. Now I'm get rid of this. Case, but you love this language. Love is a strong word. Cannot call, and I have a type in here too. Cannot call. It's your baby. It's the baby. No. I feel nothing but hate and anger towards this language. Don't even at me. Cannot call instances of type kind. I need a better way to output this type. I should probably have a type 2 string. I should probably do that. Shouldn't I do that? I'm going to do that. I'm going to be good and do the thing, even though I don't really want to do it. Silly type. I don't fucking kill emote me. Oh. Here, I'll do a two string function, two string, and then I can do. I guess I need to do a 2 string for the kind as well. Okay, that shouldn't be too hard. Famous last words. Public static function 2 strings self type kind, and then it's going to do all these cases again. So that's not too hard. This any would be any. Null would of course be null. Bool will obviously be bool. Is Python bool or boolean? I'm pretty sure it's bool. I don't care because I'm going to do bool. Int, float, string, and then here's where we get to the complicated stuff. Now it's going to be subtype 2 string plus space plus, I guess, space list. And then dictionary is the same thing. Like this. Dict. And then callable. Oh! Callable isn't even... It's not even... It's... Oh, okay. Do I type callable? I guess I should have the arguments. Okay, what about typed def name? Okay, that's fine. So this would be like the def's name space callable. Callable, I would get the header, but that's me. I really should do that. It should be callable, like arguments return type, right? That should be what prints. But guess what we're not gonna do. I'm not gonna do that. And then now I can do kind 2 string. Okay, return this, and then nullable question or not question. I guess the roll comes before the nullability part, so roll does not equal null, roll or that. I guess I should do exclamation point plus roll plus nullable. Okay, there we go. So that's a representation of the type in as a string. And now compile error. This should be 2 string. There we go. Errors are important to be on top of. You don't want to do this later. As much as I've put off a lot of this, you don't want to do it that much later. Okay. Oh, it's null safety errors. Photogenic is null safety errors. It's null safety errors. Oh, end me. Oh. Typer 281. Okay, rip. That is what I am saying. 281. Identify expressions. Okay, wait, what was the error? Cannot access push of nullable value. This is nullable? How can that be? Oh, because I'm getting it from here and there's stuff. Okay. Boo 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 boo. Boo boo doo boo doo boo doo doo. There, look at that syntax. That's cool. So you get it, and if it doesn't exist, you then create it, add it to it, and then add it itself. And that way, it's never gonna be null. Say goodbye. You told me to do this. What happened? Wait, what? Huh? What? Why are you putting a pally gun? Whoa, what happened? I clicked the, I misclicked misinput, and now my whole thing is gone. Don't make it harder than it has to be. What is happening? Why? What did I do? What did I say? I already forgot what I said. You know what I'm saying? It's just stream of consciousness. That's what streaming is all about. Just stream of consciousness. This. Expression. Oh, it's because of this. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. 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 Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Make this proper error. Did I close my stuff? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I did. Okay, good. I'm glad I closed my stuff. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. My friend said when they got back from the hike, they crashed as fuck. And for a second, I interpreted that as they crashed their car, which was very funny. But no, they fell asleep. Okay. Why is Duolingo still on my screen? Go away. Don't show again. Dismiss. Who's texting me? Oh, okay. Yeah. They crashed as fuck. Dang. That's what I'm saying. And yeah, there's like a Duolingo thing on my thing, on my Twitch interface. Boo-doo-boom, boo-doo-boom, bum 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 bum. Why is this not working? Working. Cannot access ID of nullable. Why is this not? Let me live. Wait, this is nullable? How does it know that this is nullable? Well, this is already handled, because if this is length 0, then it whatever. I really need to add a trust me bro function. Which language did you learn? Oh, that one. What does that mean? What does that mean? You already know what language I'd learn. I'm a fucking weeb. The note. No. It's a promotion on my stream manager on Twitch saying gift subs for free Duolingo Premium or whatever. So I don't even have Duolingo installed. It's just something that's on my Twitch. Like it's not. I know when I said who texted me, it may have seemed like I was looking at my phone, seeing a Duolingo notification. No, I would never learn another language. I already know the best language. JavaScript. Hooray. Dang, autocorrect said cider. What? Apple cider. That does sound good. Why is this nullable? This shouldn't be nullable. Okay, maybe I should need to type this so it doesn't get nullable. Yay, I can do stuff now. Hooray! We love to hear it. How's it going? Type test, is it this? And then this is not going to be nullable anymore, which is good. And that should pass the null safety checks. Mooney, how is your new Linux system? I try to not ask too often because I feel like Moonside is just dying after switching to Linux. Oh, God. Oh, God. What? Is this a runtime error? What a freaking runtime error. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I need to blow my nose. You again? Oh. Oh, okay. Yes, I am, sir. Linux is a pain in the... Yeah, it's... Wait, hold up. I know a game that used that music and wasn't sued yet. Did you just... Wait, did you just say Breath of the Wild music? Is that bait? Or have you actually never played Wind Waker? That was Wind Waker music. Wait, hold up. I know a game that used that music and wasn't... I don't understand. What is happening here? I'm so... Did I miss a song? Or did you just call the iconic sailing theme from Wind Waker Breath? No, I'm not gonna let this go. Uh-huh. These are two very different games. I was thinking about Wind Waker earlier today. Here's why Wind Waker is so cool, is because it has the scariest enemies in all of Zelda. Like, Ocarina of Time's, I forgot they're called, the zombies or whatever, that scream at you. They're pretty good. they're pretty good. But the screamy zombies in Wind Waker are another level. What are they called? Wind Waker screaming zombies. The Redeads. Yeah. The fucking Redeads from Wind Waker are just so good. They're horrifying. This is peak horror design. I need to remember this when I make my horror game. I don't like Zelda, so lol. Oh, you're killing me, Moonside. How can you not like Zelda? You're just a silly little guy. You just go on an adventure. What's not to like about that? What's not to like about that? Cannot read properties undefined. I'm gonna die. Okay, I need to run this in Hashlink so I know what's happening. No, I'm not gonna let that go. Moonside. I want a thorough explanation. Not really. You're all good. Yeah, Hashlink. I mean, that's kind of interesting because Zelda's like a very too hard and confusing. That's yeah, fair enough. I mean, depends on the game, right? I think well, definitely like Majora's Mask is basically impossible to play blind. Ocarina of Time is okay. Link to the Past is iconic, and I did play it blind as a child, but you do need some dedication to that one. I mean, when you say Zelda, they're all so fucking different though. So how can you say that, really? I do agree. I was playing what's it called, Link's Awakening, the remake, and I got stuck. And I got stuck hard there at some point, and I haven't played it since. Even though my whole life I wanted to play Link's Awakening. The big one is dungeons are all the same style. Okay, I don't know about that. I mean, that's like the same criticism as someone saying like, oh, this band's all their songs sound the same. And it's like, well, I mean, they're of a similar style because they are of the same creator, and there are consistencies in all artists and how they create things. But you have to provide a counterexample to that. Like, can you provide like an example of a game where the dungeons aren't as similar to each other as they are in Zelda? Because I think they're pretty diverse, in my opinion. And so, like, what game has such diversity in their layouts that is not such similar to as they are in Zelda? Is that English? Does that make sense? I don't know. Hyper 282. Walk into a place, do a puzzle, get thing, mostly a square room. Yeah, but like so many RPGs are like that, but way worse. So, mostly a square. I don't. What game are you? I don't like. Yeah, maybe Zelda 1, where they had technical limits. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I agree with that. Young Link is best Link. Young Link doesn't wear any underpants. Young Link is best Link. I guess. Best Link. Like, what do you qualify as like best Link though? Like, Young Link definitely has some personality, but they all do. Except, even Twilight Princess Link has personality. Wind Waker Link definitely has personality. When are we gonna get old Link? You do get old Link. It's in the game. It's in Ocarina. I would rather play Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinstreels, a way better game. Oh, is that like a... I've never played that, so I cannot respond or make any statements on the matter. But based on a quick Google search, it looks like it's a SNES. Is that a SNES game? So it's a Zelda-like SNES game? It looks fantastic. I might play this sometime, if this is what you recommend. I mean, if it's better than A Link to the Past, then it has to be amazing, because I fucking love A Link to the Past. With a much better things to do in it, and a better story. Yeah, I guess. The story, you don't really come to Zelda for the story. That's a fair criticism. Oh, excuse me. God damn. Wind Waker would bear if you were a little itty bitty chunky boy. What are you? Okay. I feel like I missed some things. It's the character style. That's my criteria. What's what's that Legend of Zelda game where you bet on like a horse race or something? Bet on a horse? I think you bet on a horse race in both Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Or in the Majora's Mask, you bet on the chicken race or something instead. Or are they both chicken races? I mean, definitely in Ocarina of Time, you bet on a horse race. And that's how you get the horse, because you have to ride your horse in the horse race. But are you betting, do you mean like betting on like a different, like the racing of horses? Or you riding your own horse in a race? Yeah, chicken race. Which chicken color do you pick? Oh, I don't know, but I've seen the video that you're referring to. It's not a hack and slash type game, it's a JRPG. Yeah, see, like that, I'm not a JRPG person. And it's kind of interesting because in my mind, I just like JRPGs because I think they're super repetitive in terms of the combat. Like if you have to grind it all in a JRPG, it's miserable because you're doing the same thing over and over, which is way more repetitive by a significant margin than any sort of thing you do in Zelda. Like, yeah, especially, you know, yeah, I don't know. Boom, boom. My mouth is dry. Did I drink my whole water bottle? I did. JRPG is too complex. But I mean, I don't hate all JRPGs. I just need one that, I don't know. Maybe I do. Because I'm going to say something and that something makes it not really a turn-based RPG. So maybe I do dislike JRPG. But like, yeah. I think a good JRPG needs a lot of character customization. Or like a lot of customization of your party. For there to be some motivation for me to sort of keep going and playing around with it. That's why Pokemon is so good. I mean, obviously Pokemon is ass nowadays, but I mean, the core idea of Pokemon is really good because it's all about you having like a very distinct sort of setup of your battle capabilities. But I feel like a lot of JRPGs is just, you know, you have the same roster of characters with the same skills they learn at certain levels. So every playthrough, you're always going to have the same skills in the same areas. But I guess there are ones where you get like different classes and stuff. I don't know. I haven't played a lot of JRPGs, so I can't really criticize too hard. But I could live with one JRPG for years, bro. Yeah. I need to play one. I've always wanted to play Xenoblade. Does Xenoblade count as a JRPG? Because in my head I also think of JRPGs as like turn-based, but I guess that's not really the case. Like, give me, like, okay, I might have asked you this before, Moonside, but give me a JRPG suggestion so I can play that, and then I can decide whether I like JRPGs. I know what I did play. I played Tales of Symphonia for the GameCube. I tell the story all the time. I played that game and I hit a point where I could not progress further because I was trapped in a room. I was trapped in a safe spot before a boss and there was no place to grind and the boss was just way too hard for me to beat. Like, it was a ridiculous level, like difficulty spike out of nowhere. And so I can never beat that game. But Pokemon is really good because it did something different. The ability to use different moves and or attacks. Yeah. Actually, I've also played Bravely Default. I liked Bravely Default a lot. I don't know why I never finished that. And of course, I also liked Persona. I mean, I think there's an argument to be made that Persona really isn't a JRPG because a good 70% of that is more like a visual novel, like character sim thing, which is what I like about it. I hate the JRPG elements of Persona. Someone gets fucking kidnapped into the dark world or whatever. I'm like, oh, fuck me, dude. I was having such a good time, like, just reading books and progressing character story, and I have to go fight monsters. Ugh, and it's so stressful. But I do love the what you call it, the elemental stuff in Persona. I love that it's not too easy. I love that you actually have to like memorize enemy elements and then like make your own team layout so that your team has a little bit of every element that you can use on enemies. It's pretty great. Lamal Expedition 33 is a JRPG on Steam. Well, here's a question. Is Expedition 33 made in Japan and therefore does it count as a JRPG? And also the fact you should consider is, you know, does it count as a JRPG when it has so much action-based interaction. Because if you count an American-made action RPG as a JRPG, then my favorite JRPG is going to be Undertale / Deltarune. I mean, it's inspired by JRPG and shaped their youth. It's Final Fantasy and Persona. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, I need to play this game. And like, then you also have to, you know, also like RPGs also count as, you know, role-playing games, and like, you know, weirdly a lot of action games fall under RPG in the sense that they have like stat distribution, character building. Like I saw Fallout counts as an RPG, like Fallout 3, where it's like a first-person shooter basically counts as an RPG. And can you also consider like Dark Souls an RPG in that point? But that, it's like, you know, you can't really stretch the definition. Oh, here we go. Earthbound, Breath of Fire, Illusion of Gaia, Lufia 2, Chrono Trigger, Star Ocean, Secret of Mana, Mystic Quest. You're right. I keep telling myself I'm gonna play Earthbound and Chrono Trigger, and I never do. And there's so, oh my god, an unknown artist gets a goober. Here's the pattern I'm noticing. Everyone who's getting a goober is uncolored. I know Moonside has a consistent pink color, and Photogenic has a consistent red color, but I don't think Unknown Artist has a consistent color. So is that the factor? Is that what's causing people to not get goobers? Is that the bug? That's so weird. My phone didn't send me a notification. I had white last time. Yeah, what I'm saying is you don't have a consistent color for your Twitch name. I mean, Unknown Artist picking a color now isn't gonna matter. So yeah, Moonside, I think I'm gonna play Earthbound. I need to play Earthbound. Yeah. I mean, I've heard Chrono Trigger has some action-y elements with how you move around and stuff, but I know nothing about because I never played it. And I need to play it because there's this fucking essay video I want to watch that makes heavy references and spoilers to Chrono Trigger, and I can't watch it because I don't want to get spoiled on Chrono Trigger. Apparently it's amazing. Don't get it confused with Heartbound. That game's terrible, Lemma. That's very funny. No, I would not. Heartbound. Though I'm not gonna get into it. Nope. Yeah, there you go. It's purple. You need to change your chat identity. Because we're trying to test. Oh, I have played Earthbound since I was a kid. I highly recommend it. It looks great. And the worst part is I had access to it as a child, as on an Is my music done? Oh no, it's just really quiet. Okay, get to a better song. I had access to Earthbound as a child. I just never got around to finishing it. And I should have. And I'll say the same thing I always say, which is I'm not getting around to it because I want to play Mother 1 first. Just because I'm like that. I'm an idiot. And I have to play everything in sequential order. And it will bother me that there's a prequel out there that I haven't played first when I'm playing Earthbound. Even though I know that Mother 1 is kind of unbearable according to people. Not unbearable, but if I'm not a JRPG lover, then am I gonna have a worse time pushing through Mother 1? Ooga Booga. I don't actually see my username as purple. I see it as purple. You have to refresh the page to update it. It's weird because as the streamer, I see all the updates in real time. I'm playing through Earthbound for the first time recently. Oh, nice. I also need to finish my JRPG I'm working on, but it is taking forever due to me being a perfectionist. Oh my god, Moonside. Yep. Same here. Same here. You're telling me my fucking game is taking forever as well. Oh, I cannot wait to play your game, Moonside, by the way. I'm really excited. I'm glad you're still working on it. We haven't talked about it in a while, so I was kind of worried that like it was just one of those things where, you know, you just kind of stopped working on it after a while, because a lot of my friends are like that, where they work on games, then like we don't talk about it, and then one day I'm like, oh, how's the game? We're like, oh, we haven't touched it, but no, I'm glad it's still in progress. I'm glad there's still progression. That makes me very, very happy. Most say 2 and 3 are better, but I think you should play it. Okay. All right, then all right. I'm gonna play Mother 1. I mean, it has to be good because it got a sequel, right? That's the thing. Like, if it was bad, then it wouldn't be a Mother 2 with so much budget and love and care in it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I gotta get back to fixing this error. Hyper 282. 280. What is this? Okay, so typed expression is assigned here, but this is apparently null somehow. How can that be? No, this isn't null. What's null is the access here. This is where the null is leaking in. Because Hax, this lovely, wonderful, beautiful language, does not tell you that array accesses are nullable. But, so is this not guaranteed to have this? It should be the same size as this, because it goes through every expression. Right? Right? Am I crazy? Am I fucking crazy? I might be crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They put me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room filled with rats. Rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Okay, let's see how these things look. Well, depression and anxiety is also holding me back too, so there is that. Oh, yeah, I relate. It fucking, okay, so there's an error here. Let's figure out what the error is. You sound so sad about programming. I have to fix this error. I have to fix it. I need to finish some projects, and it's not because I'm a perfectionist. Rather, I just like making other projects. I will get really into making a game, then 3 days later, I get really into making another game. Yep, no, I'm the same unknown artist. I have worked on this past year, past 2024. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, not including Game Jam games. Those are just like my main games. And then this year, it's been less. So I put a lot of effort into Super Pixel Guy, especially since I started streaming it. But I guess, I mean, I technically have stopped working on Super Pixel Guy to work on an adjacent, like, edited version of the game that I've yet to reveal. You'll see maybe next week. But yeah, making games is hard. The issue is, like, your skills are constantly improving too. And then you work on this game for months and months, and then by the time you've done all that, your skills have improved so much, you're like, well, shit. Everything I worked on so far is garbage. I need to start over. That's also a big factor. I also finished my second character for my game too, by the way. I love how they are inspired by a JRPG I played that not many people have played, as I love the 2 mangaka who worked on it. Aww, that's so cool. Who are the mangaka? What's the manga it's based off of? I'd love to know. Been a good hour, but I gotta go. See you next time. See you later, Photogenic. Have a good evening or morning, or I don't know where the fuck you are in the world, but have a good time wherever you are. What do you 3D model? I'm Blender. I mean, what else would you really model in, right? New ads. Okay, don't worry, unknown artists. Remind me. Remind me to answer after ads. I mean, I don't know what to say though. It's Blender. Why would I use anything other than Blender? Of course, I'm using fucking Godot. Of course, I'm using Blender the model in 3D. This is a fair. This is actually correct. Because that isn't a valid expression that I passed it. So this makes complete sense. In a sick twist, this is actually not a bug. This is a completely valid thing that's happening. And I think instead of just fixing it, I should frickin' get water while the ad's going, honestly. Oh, but a 16-second. I'm just going. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I got a flavor packet. It's grape. So, you know, I feel like once a day, I like to spice things up. Even though I felt compelled to drink water anyway, so does it matter? But also, I read a thing where, like, if you drink artificial sweeteners, it doesn't matter. It has, like, no nutritional detriments. So, what is the harm in then having fun in life? Motherfuckers be drinking, like, Diet Cokes 20 a day. Let me live my life. Ah! Sorry for screaming. I plopped my water bottle down dramatically when the mix wasn't even fully in it, and like very densely colored liquid just splashed all over me. And I hope it doesn't stain anything. Ooh. Who's texting me? I be lagging. Oh, I'm sorry. I model in Blender. Unknown artist, by the way. I don't think that should be too much of a surprise. I'm a big Blender fan. I've never used anything else because, you know, why should I? I like it. It's very cool, and I like Blender because I can't say why. To be fair, I've never used anything else, so how can I really compliment Blender for what it was? Because I don't know anything better, but for what I have used with Blender, I think the UI is definitely improved a lot. I use a lot of Blender scripting capabilities where you can write Python scripts to automate tasks. It's very helpful and a very, very, very nice feature. I use it all the time for so many things, and it's so good. It's so good. And any issues I have with Blender just boil down to things that I'd have issues with anyway, like making a 3D model. So is the ability to put videos and stuff on the 3D models built in, or is it a third party or website or app? Oh, I misunderstood your question, unknown artist. My apologies. You're asking what I use for my stream interface right now, which is in 3D. I use Blender to create these 3D models still, but this is running through Godot. This is a Godot game, and I use a library for Godot called Spout. And Spout is a stream to like a way to connect streams together, streams locally on your computer. And so Spout's like a very common I forgot what the word is, but like format that is used in a lot of different software. And so I have a Spout sender from OBS that sends my, you know, my face cam, this specific window, VS Code, and all those things to my Godot game. Then my Godot game, which is the actual 3D environment you see here, displays them as a texture on the 3D objects. The same way you would, you know, basically showing any texture on a 3D object is by assigning it as a material. Okay. So that's how I made this. One day, when I'm making YouTube videos again, I'm going to do a whole tutorial on how I did this, and it'll be a great video, and everyone will love it. And it'll be, tasty, beautiful, chef's kiss. Goto Keisuke and Kato, I guess it's just Kato Hiroyuki, are really good. The Alchemist of Turonaut is what they made. What's funny is I think you might have mentioned this before. That sounds familiar. The Alchemist of Turonaut. Ooh. A collection of surreal steampunk-inspired short stories. Escapism through music, mechanical dogs, and dragons. Oh, this looks really pretty. This reminds me a lot of this wasn't a manga, but it was an anime original that my friend got me into recently called Mononoke. Not to be confused with Princess Mononoke, the Ghibli movie. Mononoke, the original anime, which is a very colorful and expressive and detailed anime that is about things. Though sadly, no one really draws like that, like what they do anymore. Yeah, yep. It's very, I don't want to say 90s or 80s or 90s era, that style that has seemingly been lost to time, tragically, even though despite it being such a very well-beloved style, you'd think there'd be a lot more nostalgia for it that would generate more media that replicates it in the same way you see a lot of, you know, retro style games, but I guess, I don't know. Yeah, I like it a lot. I might read this. Is it that long? It seems like it's only, it's like a single, a single volume. I might read that tonight. Oh, I need to get into learning Godot then. Oh yeah, 100%. Everyone should learn Godot. Godot is the best game engine ever, and there's no reason for you not to know it. You can learn other engines later, but just knowing Godot is going to make your life so much easier. Oh, wow. Wow, the grape is strong. Gee, it's giving me like flashbacks to like drinking church wine. Oh, wow, okay. Yeesh. I just had like a crazy flashback. Oh, okay. That's a streamer who's secretly drinking on stream and like plays it off so horribly. Oh, this water tastes like wine. How silly. Okay, where the hell am I going? What code am I working on? No, it's just grape juice, I swear. I promise you it's just grape juice. Jesus did it again. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I guess I need to return this error. I mean, this is already an error object. Typer result. Typer result. I hardly know her result. Fucking nailed it. Fucking nailed it. I should probably accumulate these errors. Final errors equals this, and then errors. Stop. Push E. Stop kicking unknown artists. It's not good for you. Although my biggest motivator is how the world is right now, and it is why I want to finish my game. Things just don't feel like they used to, but also having the speed of AI makes it feel like a futuristic era type thing. It's hard to explain. Oh yeah, I feel that. The vibes of things are constantly changing, and that's scary and interesting and weird, but it is what it is. And I guess the part of you kind of wants to capture sort of a nostalgic feeling that's very distinct to you and you alone. Boo, 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 boo. So if we have too many errors, then we do that. Yeah. If you're comfy, Moonside, I think people would love to see more of your game. You should post more about it. I think that definitely helped with... I think we've talked about this before, though, and you said you just weren't comfortable with that, which I guess is fair. It's all good. But... oh, I love game dev progress so much. It's what gets me so happy. Wait, have array of... What is this? Oh, because this is an array of... okay, this needs to be in errors. But, like, I don't know. If you ever, like, error... because I remember our first time, the way I met you was you were doing a game dev stream, and then I felt like you never did one again. I guess that was for Pokemon ROM hacking or something, but I mean... no. You're a great artist, so maybe, even if it's not, like, programming stuff you might not feel comfortable doing on stream, it could still be art and stuff like that. And, you know, get people, introduced to your world, I guess, in a way. Is Spout also what allows Twitch redeems to control the goober, or is that something else? That is something else, Unknown Artist. That is interaction with the Twitch API. So for that, I'm currently using something called Gift. So let me look that up. That is Godot. Gift. That is an acronym for something. Godot IRC for Twitch add-on. Gift is not great, and the reason I'm having issues is because I'm using Gift, and I really don't recommend it. Recently I made a new Twitch friend, and they recommend using Twitcher for Godot, which is just Twitch with ER at the end, Twitcher, which I haven't personally used yet, but you can use this to interact with Twitch in Godot games. And here, I'll link it here just so I don't have to. So try using that. I'm gonna port my whole interface to that eventually when I'm more free. Anyway, Moonside says, my issue with sharing is others have input that I don't want, Lamau. Not saying I cannot deal with criticism, but also, yes, I was doing a Pokemon ROM hack. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, I kind of like that. That's pretty cool that you just, like, you have a very specific vision that you don't want to feel sort of corrupted by the influence of other people, which I can kind of understand. I understand a lot. I swear to God, as someone who's doing game dev online as a creator for, it's like almost a decade now, it's like people and their stupid fucking input is so annoying sometimes, where someone doesn't understand your vision at all, and they feel so, like, they feel like it's so necessary to give their, like, uneducated input. This isn't a game dev example, but, like, I swear to God, I posted it. Okay, maybe I shouldn't go. No, I'm not gonna. Nah. meh. I can't give too many specific examples because you can fucking access my social medias and then find people, and I don't want to send harassment to anyone. But like, fucking people will just, people who just will never be able to understand what the end goal is will give their stupid fucking opinions, and I don't want to hear it. With that said, in the future, everyone, please feel free to comment and critique and give feedback on the game I'm working on. Because it's different if you're watching a stream. Because if you're watching a stream and you're watching for a long term, you have more of a vision. When I post on Twitter and some person I don't know is like, oh, what you're doing, blah, 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 you should do blah, blah. It's like, wait, you don't know what the fuck I'm even doing. So how can you make that recommendation? You fucking came in with no context to devlog number 32 about how I'm doing jump up momentum, and then you say, oh, well, actually, you should use rigid body physics. It's also like not even that good. Backseat coding by Laney Dinosaur. Hello, how's it going? Damn, I think it's been a while since you've chatted. How's it going, Danny Soar? God, my throat is so dry. Oh. A cool is a true. Yeah, oh no, I read that so straightforward. I read that as a cool is a okay. There's also the idea that others just don't get the ideas or what I want to do with it. Yeah, I just really badly want to explain the ending of my JRPG, but oof, yeah, because then you want to spoil it. Don't tell me the ending of your JRPG, Moonside. I'll see it when I play it. On stream, live, in 4K. Get ready. I mostly lurk. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm doing great. Because I think I just fixed a big thing that's going to make everything work. And I think right now when I run this command, custom syntax is just going to work. Okay, no errors. Is it done? Are we good? Are we Gucci? I don't think it's done. I think something's wrong. Is it stuck in an infinite loop? Oh! Stuck in an infinite loop. An infinite loop of death. But yeah, you're all good, Danny. Sorry, don't ever feel obligated to talk. I appreciate your lurkage and your presence is felt, regardless of whether you talk or not. Though, your presence also disproved the theory that there's some fucking weird-ass bug with the Twitch interface that when it comes to preset name colors, because you have a pink name that resulted in a pink goober, and your goober summons just fine. So what the fuck is going on with the Twitch API? Shit was working, man. That's what makes me so upset. Is stuff was working for like 2 months ago when I quit, or didn't quit, but went on hiatus. And when I came back, it's just like, what's going on? Why doesn't Moonside or fucking Photogenic or Clerk Cat have goobers? There should be goobers on screen. Thinking about learning how to make mangas. What do you think of that idea? You should 100% do it. Instead of mangas though, well, I mean, I guess the word you'd use is webcomic, unless you literally mean like you're going to publish in a Japanese magazine. But yeah, I've also wanted to make I mean, you could also just do it in the style of the same page rate and format of a manga. So, you know, it's up to you is what I'm trying to say. But I'm just, you know, yeah. I've really wanted to make a webcomic. There's like so many things I want to do in the world. There's so little time though, and I can never do it. I don't know if I'll ever be able to make a webcomic. I definitely, before I die, I want to make a game, obviously. I want to make a Vocaloid song, and I want to, I guess, have like an animated YouTube series. Like, not like a whole like animated show, but like I want to make one of those like shorts animated series is. Like frickin' what's it called? I can't remember the names of these two shows. What's the one where it's like an Adventure Time show that's really funny? Animated YouTube shorts shows. Oh god, it's like a really funny one. 200 great animated shorts on YouTube by IMDb. Yeah, but these are all gonna be artsy and shit. This isn't what I'm talking about. It's also the one made by the person who fucking did the thing with the squirrel. I don't remember. I'm sure someone's gonna know what I'm talking about. More like the same style on actual paper. I'm purple now. It changed after I reset my identity color. Oh yeah. Oh man, good job, Past Me, for actually having the Goobers update in real time. Bravest Warriors? No, Bravest Warriors? Because Bravest Warriors is... Oh my god, why did it go over here? Where is this airing on? Where is this? Oh, it airs on YouTube? Seasons 1 and 2? And Verve? Okay, maybe, but this isn't... This is like a high production animated series. I'm talking about like a single person thing. God damn, what is the one where it's like a fucking... There's like a dog, and it's like a goofy dog, and it's like a demigod, and it like destroys the world at some point. And then like there's also fucking other animals. You know the one. You must know the one. And then there's a one where it's like they're... Okay, give me a second. Okay, no. Sorry, what? May I ask, I want to make a game. What is it that you really want? Adventure Time? I just want to make a game. I just want to release a Steam game for money that I'm proud of. That's it. It doesn't be a specific genre. I just want to make a game. That's all I want. I was born to make games, and that's what I like. I mean, I want money. Yeah, basic, kinda. I mean, yeah, I guess it is kind of the real goal is to make a living off of game development. So I guess I should have specified that, but yeah. BRB. Okay, well, Moonside is BRB. I'm gonna figure out what the hell I'm even thinking of. I'm the king of the world. Are you? I think you already fell down at this point, or was. Yeah. Comedy, animation, YouTube shorts. Dude. God, this is so unhelpful. This is so unhelpful. With wizard. There's a wizard. Oh, here it is. Nigel, the tiny wizard, and his dog/horse Marmalade. Is it Nigel and Marmalade? It's like a very silly take on Adventure Time, where it's like a very comedy focused single person animated short series on YouTube. Yeah, thanks. See, oh my god, see, that's what I'm talking about. Nigel and Marmalade is an example, and another one. Let me find the other one. Dog That's a Demigod animated shorts. I don't know, long ears. Oh, Chicken Nugget! There! The long ears helped a lot. Is the name of the show Chicken Nugget? Yeah, it's Chicken Nugget, right? Because it's Chicken Nugget fandom. Yeah, Chicken Nugget's what I'm thinking of. That's a show. That's an animated show. I think it has more of a team, but I mean, that's still doable as a single person. I just won't be able to pump them out as frequently. There's like a ton of stuff like that where it's so beautiful. You know, people give shorts so much shit and short form content so much garbage, but like it has done wonders to animation. Independent animation is thriving in a world of short form vertical content, and it is beautiful, and I love that so much. I really love that. Because they finally found a compromise for, you know, what was the issue before, where YouTube wanted to monetize based on watch time, and that killed animation. But there was a compromise, and they found it. I guess they didn't find it. TikTok found it, but YouTube integrated it, and now we can have the best of both worlds. I love how Marmalade talks basic no emotion, and Nigel and Marmalade is such a good character. Yes, Nigel and Marmalade is one of those things where I'm like, fuck, I should have thought of that. I could have made Nigel and Marmalade, and I didn't, and I'm so mad. It should have been me. Why is there an error here? Invalid allocation size. Why is this happening? Typer 249. It's so funny though. I love that show so much. I feel like I haven't posted in forever though. What is going on here? This is completely valid. I don't know why this is giving me errors and shit. Why is it giving me sass? Why am I getting sass from this shit? Oh, okay. Thanks. Can I? Okay, cool. Just errors. Array. Copy. Colon, paste. There we go. But like, this isn't a type error. This is literally a hash link error that I have no control over almost. Is this being called recursively and that's why there's an error? That's what I can only assume it is. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Invalid. I think it's just running out of memory. Because this is being called recursively. But to prove it, let's print something just to make sure. So we should see a bunch of periods start printing at some point. We have one period, and then nothing. I also love naming of the other characters. It's something I like quite. Queen Blopley. Yeah, it's really good. It's so fucking good. How do you come up with that? I don't know. Anyway, this whole conversation started because you were talking about making a comic. What kind of comic do you want to make? Unknown artist, if that is your real name. Oh, your name turned. I was like going back to make remember the context. Yeah, learn how to make mangas. Yeah. Like, what is your story that you wish to tell or not tell? Like, what is your genre of preference? I'm a big horror person, but like, I don't know if I could do horror as like a visual thing. Not visual, but like as a video genre. I don't think I enjoy it as much as I would in something at like a video game. And not even like the classical horror genre video game. I mean more so like as a subgenre to another type of genre in video games is what I like. Like, I like the unnerving feeling, like the subtle horror that you can feel in a game. Like the creepy uncertainty and mystery that games can provide. I like that horror stuff. Yeah. Probably something like a character that has an evil character that they must fight. I don't know yet, lol. Also, yes, unknown artist is what's on my birth certificate. Oh shit, no way! Crazy stuff. On my birth certificate, they didn't even put in a name. They just put in fucking... They just put in some random dev, and so that's why I'm like this. They just found me on the streets, and I was fucking out there, like putting together my first game. It was called Tic Tac 3, and it was like tic tac toe with a grid of 4x4. Hello, Jonas Frog. How's it going? Did you get a goober? You did not get a goober. My shit is so wrecked. And then this is also wrecked too. What is going on? Wait. There is recursion here. There is recursiveness going on here. Why is there recursion happening here? Parse error result. I am here. Dot. Wait, what the fuck? Whoa. This should only be called once. Why is this getting recursively called? Because it should be canceling out right here. Oh my god, what is happening? Okay, yeah, no wonder there's invalid allocation size. How many times is it getting called? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm suffering right now because I'm getting errors. But the story would probably take heavy inspiration from AOT and Death Note. Ah. As a lot of stories do. I like that. I like those two shows, though. Even if, yeah, it might be obvious inspiration, as they are very popular shows. But honestly, I wish there were more shows like AOT. I am a big AOT, even though I am a fucking, no one calls me this, but sometimes I really do feel like I am like an asshole. What is the word? What is the word for someone who like hates things because they're popular? So I don't feel like I'm like that, but I sometimes feel like I come off that way when I talk about certain shows with people. But it's like, no, you don't understand. I love Attack on Titan and One Piece and all those shits. I just like, you know, I just fucking Fairy Tail, you people really be admitting they watch Black Clover? Are you serious? Like, please stop. Two animes that I watch. But yeah, I like Attack on Titan because it's really good horror. I really want creepy, horrific monsters in my horror, and Attack on Titan delivers on that really well. God, I wish there was more shit like Attack on Titan. Maybe there will be, now that Attack on Titan has been successful. But probably not. That's so weird, right? How, like, there can be super successful properties, and sometimes it feels like everything becomes so inspired by just one thing. But the other side, sometimes it'll be this huge, massive thing, like Undertale or Attack on Titan, that is so popular, but then it feels like it has no influence on the other forms of media that come out after it. Like, there's barely... And, which is a weird thing to say. I know nowadays there's a bit more Undertale-inspired stuff, but, like, it's 5 years after Undertale came out. There was, outside of Undertale fan games, there's like almost no RPGs that have the bullet style like dodging system or anything like that. I gotta admit, Black Clover is fire, though the start is whack. Yeah. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. What is this? I am here. What does that mean? Where did I put this? What? I'm so sad. Why is this not working? Okay. So, is it something with the fact that I'm not incrementing to the next thing, and therefore, I guess, somehow it's parsing more custom syntax? So match syntax is happening here, and then match syntax happens here. And if this fails, it reverts to the state and says no match. And then all that happens, and then... But if there's no match, and expression is what? Nothing? Like, if expression is still no match here, then it should return not success, and then what happens? I don't know. Like, is this what's happening here? Trace, not success? Not success. And then... It's late for me, so I'm logging off for the night. Thanks for the stream. Hell yeah! See you later, Danny Soar. Hope you have a good night. Yes, O2. I'm gonna have some more... I'm gonna have pizza after this. I really want pizza. I'm curious, though. What's your opinion on Black Clover? You think it's just the same story tropes overdone? It's hard for me to criticize it too much because I haven't watched a lot of it because of what I have watched I really don't like. And if I don't like something, I'm not going to keep watching it. Which I feel is somehow a weird thing for me to say. Because there be motherfuckers talk about One Piece like, yeah, I didn't like One Piece until the frickin' the stuff right before the time skip. And it's like, well, that's like hundreds and hundreds of episodes in. You're telling me you hated this show, but watched hundreds and hundreds of episodes of it? The fuck is your problem? Then clearly you liked the show. I don't know. I remember I watched the first episode of Black Clover. Okay, there's ads happening, so I can't talk right now. But, you'll let me know. I got extremely soft spot for it since I read the first anime and first manga I read. Excluding Pokemon, of course. Ad. Okay. I am quiet. I am shushed. I am shushed. Oh. Oh. Okay. Ooh, that's good. That's a good drink. Boo. Everything is so hard. Everything is so hard. Not success doesn't even get printed. Why? Why does it not get printed? Trace failed is happening though, which is happening here. Then getting identifier. And then parse expression result. Where does that get called? So do we get the identifier? We should. We do trying to parse, which happens here, and then nothing. I can only assume it succeeds the parsing because it doesn't keep going, and then it recursively goes down, gets the identifier blah, and then I assume it failed somehow. Why? Because it has to fail to get to identifier blah. But how are we getting to... No, because we failed to get identifier. And then what is trying to parse? What is that? Then we're back up here. This advances past the identifier, though. So how can that be possible? How could that be possible? Getting identifier... Oh, is the ad over? Let me know when the ad's over. I mean, I don't know. I think that the biggest thing is you can't really... A show... A lot of people have that philosophy, right? Where a show is by default good until like it does something to offend them or they don't like, right? And that's how a lot of people watch media. But I don't feel that way. I feel the opposite, where I think a show is by default garbage and then it needs to prove to me that it's good. And Black Clover just lacks anything that really impresses me or gets me intrigued. I saw the first episode when it came out. Like, when it aired, I watched it. And I would just... I guess, yeah, I felt like it was very tropey, that first episode. I wish I could give you more feedback. Unfortunately, like I said, I've only seen a couple episodes. You know, I could give you, like, infinite feedback on a show like Hero Academia. But I like that enough. That's because I like it enough to keep watching it, right? I have no doubt that I could give it a second go. One of the things that stuck out to me a lot was the tone, especially. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like for a show like that, I wish the tone was a bit more serious. Like, I call it high Q tone. Because Haikyuu, which is a sports anime, which is a very chill thing where you play sports, has a very particular type of tone for how the characters interact with each other. And it has like a very underlying element of comedy that I think a lot of other shows take and do poorly for their settings. Like a great example is Kaiju Number 9, which is a show I really, really don't like because it's a show where people are getting murdered and destroyed and killed and there's kaijus ruining the world. And every interaction with characters, even in this military that they're trying desperately to tell you that is like this really hardcore, not hardcore, but like very like, what's the right word? Like very serious. It is a very serious tone. Like it's the military. It's supposed to follow orders and do things to a T. And in this military, it's like that. All the characters are very casual. The fucking scientists are so just like, what? You're gonna shoot the fucking the kaiju again with your laser blast? Wow, what an unnecessary. Wow, that's so weird that you're doing that, main girl with the cannon. It's like, well, what are you talking about? Is the goal not to make sure this kaiju that's gonna murder millions of people is dead for sure? Why would you have this sort of reaction? It's because the author is telling the fucking the audience that that's how they're supposed to feel, and they use these scientists and other military officials to project this sort of very high school casual vibe. I'm not explaining it well. I'm not at all. But Black Clover has a lot of that, where it just feels like it's a very, it take things a bit more seriously, which is also very interesting because I feel like a lot of people have that criticism of the One Piece, but I love One Piece. And I think One Piece is, I don't know why. I cannot articulate why I don't like one or the other, and it does feel hypocritical to me. So I feel hesitant to explain why one pisses me off and one I really enjoy. Because I guess One Piece knows what it... Well, but even One Piece has serious moments, and it does it so well. I don't know. I guess... I don't know. Maybe I'll watch more Black Clover, so I'll be more prepped for this next time. It's been years, by the way. It's literally been so fucking long since I've seen Black Clover. I just remember there's a scene in Black Clover where the fucking tiny little orphan protagonist kid gets the shit kicked out of him by this nun. And it's like, okay, I mean, damn, just straight up child abuse. And I know that's not where they're going from. But it's like, come on, the comedy feels off. It doesn't feel like you can't, I don't know. I wish I could give you more. I'm out of the anime loop, but new fans. I don't know, but is Black Clover an anime? Yes, it is. It's a very popular Shonen Jump manga. I'm surprised you don't know about it, considering you wish to make a manga yourself. It's like one of the top ones, too. I like the vibe. I like the idea. I'm super into the premise. It's a 170 episode anime TV series in Shonen Jump from 2015 to present. I wonder what it ranks as. It has to be ranked pretty high because this feels like even more episodes than Hero Academia, which I know was like number 2, just below One Piece for many years in terms of Shonen Jump rankings. Okay, I need to get back to this. I need to lock in for a second and figure this shit out. So we're getting the identifier. What Shonen Jump is also something that says at the start of Death Note. Yes, because Death Note was also a manga that was in the serialized in the Shonen Jump magazine. I feel like you're not as much as an anime fan as I thought. But yeah, Shonen Jump is like, you know, it's a weekly manga. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Okay, I need to recommend you something while you're here. Something a little different. Something popular, but not really in the realm of Shonen Jump, because AOT and Death Note are very Shonen Jumpy manga. What would be like a... Oh, you've literally only watched... Okay. In that case... I mean, if you're going by the obvious basic stuff you need to watch, then I think the next one obviously would... You've definitely heard someone say watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So, maybe that. I think it might be... I don't know. And Pokemon are very... Yeah. No one counts Pokemon. Pokemon doesn't count. I need to recommend you something that came out this year. Anime 2025. Let me see if I can think of something. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. There was... I didn't really like Sakamoto Days. My friends did a lot. Don to Don, obviously, but that came out last year, I think. Yeah, you should watch Don to Don. That's like a very modern Shonen Jump, very current anime. Watch Don to Don, or if you want something more AOT vibey, watch Chainsaw Man. Definitely watch Demon Slayer next, I guess. I don't want to give you all the good stuff, so... Watch Demon Slayer next. I like that. You should watch Demon Slayer with your friend. It's a good show. I guess the only downside of Demon Slayer is it's not over yet. There's still a movie or two they need to do to finish the whole series. But yeah, I'd say watch Demon Slayer next. Why isn't this working? Nothing is working. Everything is suffering. How is this possible? How the fuck is this possible? Getting identifier? Okay, what is this going... This shouldn't be possible. This physically shouldn't be possible. Getting identify, blah. Parse expression result, blah. I am here, period. So, okay, and then all that stuff prints. But what is I am here? Where is that coming from? That's coming from here. So people also keep recommending me One Piece, but I want something I can actually finish. Yeah, you don't go into One Piece trying to finish it. The important part about One Piece is you go into it just watching like the first 50 episodes. You should never go into One Piece with the intent. Well, it's the thing you just gotta do for all anime. You shouldn't go into any show with the intent to just quote unquote finish it. You need to go in with the intent to watch something you enjoy. And if you don't enjoy it, just don't be afraid to stop watching it. Because, like, if you like One Piece, I'm the same way. I don't want to commit to 1,000 episodes, but I just watch One Piece and I like it. So I'm like, okay, let me watch the next episode. And you keep going, and then eventually you finish One Piece. But, definitely I feel like One Piece is something you should watch, once you like expended through a lot of the famously good anime in existence. So yes, yeah, take your time, no rush. Hopefully by the time you get to One Piece, the One Piece remake is out, and then you can just watch that instead of the actual original show, which is not terrible, but it definitely has pacing issues. You should watch One Piece, for the record. Don't watch One Piece. There's a fan edited version of One Piece where they remove all the filler and improve the pacing a lot, called One Piece, and watch that instead of One Piece. I've watched a lot of it and it is very good. I like. In fact, a lot of people complain that the was too fast. You're not gonna get the pacing. I think One Piece is too slow still. One Piece is perfect. Yeah. There's like a Discord and everything. You can go check it out. I'm suffering. I'm suffering so hard. Get expression next node. Like this got the this got identifier blah. I am here. But then we're getting a period. Where the fuck is this period coming from? I don't understand. So we go through all this. We get the next node. Next node is not equal null. Expressions push. We go down. New null equal null. This doesn't happen. Advanced should be false. So we set node to new node and token to this, and we keep going. We go back up here. Token is not equal null. So I can only assume that token is equal to null somehow right now. So let's try token is now token. And maybe that will give us another hint. This has become an anime stream. Yeah. Oh my god, here we go. Colon, increment, indent, AAA, decrement, and defile. Token is never going to be null. What am I saying? If token does not equal... When does this ever break? Token does not equal end of file. That's what it should be. And that will give me... That's why it keeps looping. Cannot pass null value to not argue argument token of... So custom node 63. Token. Okay, why is this only happening now? Oh, because this... Okay. Token does not equal null, and token does not equal end of file. Okay. Yeah. But once you finish Demon Slayer, come back to me. I think you should watch... What's an important cultural one? I think you should really watch Madoka Magica. That's really important for culture. Why are things happening? And it's a little different from all the other shonen stuff, even though it is very shonen coded. Why is there a period here? Fuck me. Okay, match syntax. Let's go up the chain. Match syntax. And now we're here. So we got the syntax, and the result should be true. So trace successfully got the custom syntax. And then that's going to return true to expression, or a success. So this isn't going to run, and this will run. And that's all you got to worry about. Okay, maybe something with parse post expression, maybe? But I don't think so. And then so this should go up. This should go up. Disney Plus keeps recommending me one called Spy X Family. Is that one any good? A lot of people, I think you would like Spy X Family. It's very different from what you've watched so far. Spy X Family is very episodic rather than serialized. And so you have to go into it with sort of that expectation of you're going to get something more aligned, like akin to a comedy, rather than a story that progresses across multiple episodes. I enjoy it. I don't enjoy it as much as other people because of that reason I just stated. And the comedy doesn't hit for me as hard as it does for other people. My favorite comedy is Psyche K, which I would highly recommend. I fucking love Psyche so much. I've watched it a bajillion times. It is also very popular. I believe it's on Netflix. And it is very, very good. And I would recommend it as like something you should watch as like as a background thing. Like if you need something to watch while you eat, and you know, once again, you're not going into it to complete it, you're just going into it because you want to watch another episode of Psyche. You fucking open Psyche. You know, it's not really like something you binge. It's something you need something in the background. You need something just while you're clipping your nails or doing whatever, taking a shit, and you want to open up a video. You pull up an episode of Psyche, and it's a really good show. And I think the comedy is, at least for me, the comedy hits so perfectly. It is such a fantastic show. The pacing is so on point, and it solves the issue a lot of comedy anime struggle with, which is the pacing. Because Psyche has like mini episodes in the episode, which a lot of anime don't do, and then they're stuck trying to put in these whole fucking serious ass stories into these whole arcs into their show that just don't vibe with the comedy aspect. Ugh. Yes. because you wait so long for this punchline. Like when I watch Konosuba and I watched 3 episodes of this whole arc, and then the punchline is just like, oh, haha, it's a thing you didn't expect to happen, but like you kind of did expect to happen because you know they're gonna do the unexpected. It's like, oh wow, it's so fun. Okay, I guess we spent 3 episodes getting here, but okay. But no, it's Saiki. It's like 4 minutes, and then you're like, oh, that's hilarious how that didn't turn out the way it does. And also it does a very good job at being inconsistent with how things turn out. Saiki is never just the butt of the joke. Saiki sometimes comes up on top. Sometimes other characters come out on top. You know, you're very on your toes with what's going to happen in an episode of Saiki. I like it a lot. It is a good show. So I'm dying. Okay, so get picture, list entry. Okay, so it should pop up here. And then we come up here, and then we're here. And this is success. It is a list entry. And then we're good. And then if this is not equal to decrement, increment, whatever. Then we come back up here. And it's equal to equal to end of file. So it should be out of here. So why the fuck are we out of here? Can you answer me that, fellow gamers? I'm so mad. Why am I here? You're good. I'm probably gonna end stream in a bit. I am dying. 2 hours is pretty good. I'm getting to the point where I really need to lock in. I don't think I can do it on stream. Like, what the hell? Okay, so this is end of file. So this breaks out. So why are we still running through syntax? And there's no error. Success. We get the result. So where's this period coming from? Where are we parsing more expressions? I'm so confused. We're at the end of the file. We're at the end of the file. I can only assume they're... I don't know. I don't know. Parser? Make here. Where's the thing where I start parsing? New input tokens, reverse old state, make position. Here, peak position, advance, expect. Here it is, parse. So if I do A equals this, and I trace A, and I return A. So, or I should just type like, we're done. We're done. This should be done. Is this going to print now? It does. Oh, look at that shit. It fucking prints. What? This is the end. Why is there a period here out of nowhere for the typer 234? Probably because it's in the typer and has nothing to do with parsing at all. Oh, wait a second. Wait. What am I talking about? This has nothing to do with parsing at all. What the fuck is wrong with me? This is nothing to... This is the typing phase. I'm putting print statements all over the parsing as if that's the issue. Oh. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that's not great. Why did I do that? Okay, I'm back. I joined your Discord. Hell yeah, unknown artist. Hope you have a good time. I'm gonna call it a day for today. I was just smacked with some fucking reality that I've been debugging the wrong thing this whole time. What am I doing? I really wanted to get this done before I end the stream, but I guess not. I'm gonna raid a channel. Here, is anyone in the same category, similar, smaller size? Anyone doing anything interesting? Devon Chill. But what are you using? Godot, A-Sprite, Pixlr? That's interesting. Weekly contrast, contest, vibe. Oh, no vibe coding, thank you. Oof. Yeah, I stream for 2 hours. That's pretty good. I get a break. I get a snack. I have a chill time. I'm gonna do Devon Chill. I like pixel art. This looks fun. Okay, here we go. Start raid. See y'all later. Thank you for stopping by, unknown artist, and the triangle and dinosaur and Moonside and photogenic, and I can't read anyone else's. If I close this, we'll cancel the raid. Bye. Yeah, see you later, alligator, and then see you later, VOD watchers.